What up, y'all? What is happening? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And good evening. I know it's a little bit later than usual, and we're doing things a little bit different than usual. There's not gonna be any Reddit tonight. No crazy stories. No am I the a-hole? No relationship advice. I just want to talk about what's going on. Let's just drink the news like a fire hose. And we can talk about it and just kind of take it in, I suppose. And, you know, we'll always be joined by our friends, like B, or the other B, right here. Or, you know, there's some other ones. Some of y'all might not know me. W. I figure a lot of you are too young to remember this fella right here, George Bush. Nobody, I don't think anybody when he was president would have imagine that one day they'd miss him. One day. Oh, Jade Santos. Hello. Welcome. It's good to see you. It's good to have you. But yeah, you know, so this is gonna be pretty laid back. It's gonna be pretty chill. What up, Aaron? What up, Felicia and Lala and Walker? Hello, hello.
Are we getting our New Zealand cave tour going? Maybe, if we're lucky. I don't have a picture for him, but he was a very interesting fella. Yeah?
Been very good, and I hope you've been the same. So, why don't we hop on over? My camera works again now. If you were here on the last stream and you saw the absolute catastrophe that happened, mid-stream, my camera just died and I had to plug in my 10-year-old webcam. But I fixed that. I got a little dummy battery. My setup looks so you can't even see it, but it looks insane. I have a monitor here. I have a monitor here. I have a prompter in the middle. So I can I'm looking at myself while I'm looking at you, which is dope. And sometimes I'll have, you know, whatever it is that I'm reading on the prompter. It's a pretty sick setup when it works, you know? And when it doesn't, it's just like, you know, I want to nuke the earth. So, but, you know, I don't have to nuke the earth today, which is a good thing. Not that it's within my power anymore, but all right, let's, I just added this little thing here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I'm Hassan Piker now. Yeah, I can show browsers on the screen at the same time that I'm streaming. And mostly it's gonna be in a good spot, maybe. If you're watching on Twitch, it is right there. If you're watching on YouTube, it's here. As always, I'm multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. If you want the widescreen version where you can see everything better, head over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/heyjwalker_. You can also see it if I don't cover it up. You can see it right there. Right there. Right there. Oh, look at that. They even said, who was the genius that did this? Who was the absolute brilliant person who just put the link right there? That is such a brilliant idea. Look at that. You could just, I mean, the only thing that could make it better is if you could click it. If you could click the link, that'd be real nice, huh? But you can't. You can't click it. You can just look at it and then go to your other browser and then type it in. It's just HeyJWalker_. That's all for Twitch. So go over there, subscribe to the Twitch, and you know, you can watch it widescreen.
Or you wait until after the stream, like tomorrow or Saturday, maybe, I don't know. And this whole thing's gonna be posted right there. So you got so many options. Look at you living in the future. 2025, feel like 3035. Hopefully, hopefully we can we can make it to 3035. Things are getting kind of dicey. And these here United States. Let me bring back up my little thing. All right, let's see what this first story is.
This morning regarding the redistricting efforts in Texas. Gavin
Whoa, look at that, new follower.
Missed the deadline and that California will move forward with drawing new congressional maps that will, quote, end the Trump presidency. He says that will allow Democrats to take control of the U.S. House of Representatives. Newsom will also say he's going to be holding a powerful press conference sometime this week. This comes after Newsom sent a letter to Mr. Trump asking him to abandon efforts.
I don't know if y'all saw this. I don't know if y'all saw it, but in Texas, Trump told Texas governor that they need more seats in the House because the House is, I don't know why I'm talking like Obama right now, but as long as I am. Trump said, "Hey, the House of Representatives is too close. We don't have enough of a majority. So you need to find some more seats. Find us more seats so we can force through all of our absolute garbage policies. Just do it. Figure it out." So basically the way it works is every 10 years, typically, we have a census, and we use the census data to redraw the lines for each district, using the population data. And doing it now would be 5 years. So basically the government in Texas is trying to do something called gerrymandering. I hope Obama would love my impression. I mean, I do it with love. It's one of my oldest impressions, I think it's decent. It's not perfect, but usually they're not. But you definitely know who I am, You absolutely know. There's no question. You're not going to be like, oh, is that Kermit the Frog? No, absolutely not. Anyway, moving on. Typically, it's every 10 years that they do the redistricting. But they're doing something called gerrymandering. Y'all don't know what gerrymandering is. It's where you draw the district lines in all kinds of weird shapes so you can increase the number of seats that a given party gets. So if you know that all of the likely Democratic voters are like here and here, normally you'd have a district here and another district here. But what gerrymandering does is we're going to take both of these and put them into one district so that instead of getting 2 representatives, there's just 1. And you do that all over the state in a way that benefits one party versus the other. Now, both parties do it because it's legal, but only one party, the Democrats, has tried to make it illegal, and it has always gotten shut down by Republicans. So they're trying to do it now. Gavin Newsom is the governor of California, and he is he's basically saying, hey, Texas, if y'all do this, we're going to do the same thing. And we're just going to get more seats to balance out the seats that you will gain from your gerrymander. What is pretty funny is that whoever's running Gavin Newsom's account on Twitter is kind of killing it because they're just copying Trump. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Doing all caps. Beyond the beautiful, perfect maps, Donald J. Trump has much bigger problems. Soon I, Gavin C. Newsom, will be sharing records that should concern him. I didn't want to release them out of respect for the office of the president, not the president.
but Mike Littleman Johnson's House Oversight Committee has requested them. Whoops. Won't be pretty for Donnie J.
It's so funny because whoever is running this account perfectly captured the way that Trump tweets. Man, he even found like Nick.
Wow, tomorrow history will be made. Caroline Levitt will have no answers for the supposed fake media about California's beautiful maps. People are saying,
I don't know why I still have Barack up here.
People are saying these are the greatest maps ever created, even better than Christopher Columbus.
Oh man, it's wild. It's crazy. It's crazy that like this is what our politics has devolved into. But like we have to. He's actually fighting. He's fighting back, which I think is so necessary. Just kind of makes my head hurt because like I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we're here. It's madness. Whoever runs it does need a raise, Lindsay. I agree. Caroline Levitt. I mean, here's the thing about this nickname is this lady do be lying. She be lying a lot. Like, if you're trying to defend Donald Trump, who is the most lyingest president in United States history, like, factually, dude lies as easily as he breathes, and you have to defend everything he says. Oh, man, she doesn't get paid enough. I mean, look, hold on. Let's just see what she's saying.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Gavin Newsom has said that California is going to sue in response to the government's demand for $1 billion from UCLA over the DOJ's anti-Semitism findings. Newsom has called this extortion and ransom, so I'm wondering what the White House's response is to Newsom on UCLA.
Bring it on, Gavin. This administration is well within its legal right to do this, and we want to ensure that our colleges and our universities are respecting the First Amendment rights and the religious liberties of students on their campuses, and UCLA has failed to do that. And I have a whole list of examples that I will forward to Gavin Newsom's press office if he hasn't seen them himself.
I honestly don't even know what she's talking about on this one. Maybe that wasn't a great example for me to just randomly click. What are they doing at UCLA? Let's find out. Anybody in the chat know? Y'all know what's happening? Let's see. Trump wants UCLA to pay $1 billion to restore his research funding. That's crazy. That's extortion. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. Okay. I mean, the big thing that's happening right now is this right here.
A Washington, D.C. police chief issued an
everybody's to blame. Putin's to blame.
The other question on L.A., Mr. President, earlier today, a Washington, D.C. police chief issued an executive order allowing Metropolitan police officers conducting traffic stops to notify federal immigration and customs enforcement about undocumented immigrants that they encounter. Yet the city has a long-standing pro-immigration policy, including allowing non-citizens to vote.
Actually, we're going to look at this one.
Announcing a historic action to,
in case you don't know what's happening,
rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor.
U.S. President Donald Trump announced on Monday that he was deploying 800 National Guard troops to the U.S. Capitol. and putting Washington, D.C.'s police under federal control to combat what he called a wave of lawlessness.
Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the
Alaskan
United
warrior,
States,
I
I'm
agree.
officially invoking
Politics is the
Section
best drama
740
show.
of the District of
It's crazy that
Columbia
it's real.
Home Rule Act. You know what that
Tell you
is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
Trump's announcement, made with his attorney general and defense secretary at his side, is his latest effort to target Democratic cities by exercising executive power over traditionally local matters. He said Attorney General Pam Bondi will oversee
this is like madness. This is absolutely crazy. So basically, Trump said that he's going to, he is already doing this, taking over the D.C. police, sending in federal officers, federal agents, and the National Guard to police Washington, D.C. And he's saying it's because crime is getting out of control and homelessness is getting out of control. So he needs to clean up the streets and beautify the place. Okay. Here's the thing. Crime in D.C. is at a 30-year low. This is not normal. It's not normal. I mean, honestly, what he's doing is normalizing the deployment of federal forces everywhere in the country. Started in LA with ICE, and they're just doing like shows of force. And now it's DC, and there's just like people, federal forces walking around DC. Like it's the normalization of militarized forces in our nation's cities, and that's not dope. That's not cool. I don't love that. Crime is down, but the murder rate still up. Let's see. While 2023 was a particularly violent year with 274 homicides, a 20-year high, the trend has reversed. In 2024, homicides fell 32% and are down another 12% so far in 2025. The homicide rate in 2024 was around 27.3 per 100,000 residents, one of the lower points in recent years. However, one nuance, while crime incidents dropped, the lethality of violence increased, meaning violent incidents were more deadly when they occurred. According to reports cited by the Council on Criminal Justice and others, D.C. saw the largest increase in lethality among large cities. About a 38% rise in violence-related lethality from 2018 to 2024. Overall violent crime, down 35%. Down 26% this year. Homicide down 32% in 2024, down 12% this year. Violence lethality up 38%. 38%. So overall, murder is down, crime is down. It's just when there is crime, it is more lethal. But that is a policing problem, not a National Guard problem. You don't send in the National Guard. You do not send in the National Guard for policing issues. This is just abnormal, okay? It's dangerous, okay? This is not what we do in America. Allow the police to do the police's job. Allow the military to do the military's job, okay? We do not need boots on the ground to do things that the police can already handle, okay? I mean, this is exactly like when he deployed the National Guard and the Marines to LA when there were protests happening. And he was saying, like, if you would have listened to what Donald Trump was saying during those protests, during like the No Kings protests and stuff, you would have thought that LA was on fire. The entire city was on fire. The protests, like, that got riot-ish, I wouldn't even say they were full-blown riots, were secluded to a few blocks. It was a few blocks. The LAPD, it was well within its power to handle that, which is what everyone in California was saying. Newsom was saying that. Mayor was saying that. And Donald Trump, he just wanted to... Hold on. He just wanted to send in the troops. Because we gotta clean up these streets, these terrible streets. Los Angeles, it's lost. But I'm gonna make it beautiful again. They don't want me here, but I'm just gonna force my way in. Wouldn't be the first time. And it won't be the last. Trust me. I think we got some good comments here. What are y'all talking about? Misa. They should really just use the military when it's an emergency. The cost is paid from taxpayers and not necessary. You know, Misa, it's my military. It's my money. They're my taxes. I can do what I want, like building a $200 million ballroom in the White House. It's gonna be the most beautiful ballroom you've ever seen. Beautiful balls, big golden balls. My favorite. Yeah, no, absolutely. He wanted to go to war with the governor of California. He wanted to use California as an example because he knew that California would be the most likely state to resist. So if he could successfully squash resistance in California, that would send a message to the rest of the country that resistance is futile. Wendy, my brother-in-law is an LA SWAT force. Him and his team had it handled. 100%. 100%. The LAPD handled the George Floyd riots in 2020. The No Kings protests were not nearly as big in LA. And people weren't nearly as outwardly angry at police. They were angry at ICE, not at the LAPD, even though the LAPD was still doing some stuff. But, you know, that's the conversation for another time. What else we got? What else we got here? Oh, yeah. So Newsom had a press conference today talking about the plans to do redistricting in California in response to what's going on in Texas. And they sent ICE agents.
What the fuck is wrong with you? People working. Go arrest criminals.
It bears repeating that this is not normal. Okay, this is not normal at all.
You guys are fucking cowards.
And look at this.
All of you are fucking cowards.
LMFAO federal ICE agents are now positioned outside of where Newsom will be holding a press conference. They are already arresting illegals. This administration is not back.
Mr. Bellino from Fox 11, can I get a quick comment?
Hey, what's going on here?
How you doing? What happened?
We're here making Los Angeles a safer place. Since we won't have politicians that'll do that, we do that ourselves. So that's what we're here today, as you can see. Already making it a safer place. We're glad to be here, not going anywhere.
And the governor's inside right there.
I don't know where he's at.
Making it a safer place from who? Who? I mean, first, who? Okay, they arrested a guy. We don't know who that dude is that they arrested. We don't know if he was actually an undocumented immigrant.
We don't know if he was, even if he was an undocumented immigrant, was he a violent criminal offender? Odds are probably not. But yet these guys think, they say, that they're keeping America safe. From who? From who? If you want to arrest the violent criminals, do that, please. But they're like just detaining brown people. That's what they're doing. And that does not keep anyone safe, okay? It doesn't. As a matter of fact, it creates an environment of fear, which I would argue is the point. Okay? That is the entire point of what they're doing. I don't know how arresting a gardener or a fruit stand vendor or a dude standing in a Home Depot parking lot looking for a day of work makes the country any safer. It does not. Okay? It does not. At all. It is sad. I know it's sad. I mean, it's wild. No one is safe, Eileen. No one says no one is safe. If you think you are, you're wrong. Once they're done with immigrants, people of color, and queers, you will be swept up in some stupid law they will think of. I agree. Couldn't agree any more than that, honestly. This is just what authoritarianism looks like. This is Trump is he's a strong man, and he's got an entire system now behind him that wants to turn our country into an authoritarian state. That's what's kind of happening. So, I just think it's funny. If B would have done any of this stuff, okay, if he would have done 1/100th of the things that Trump has done, that this administration has done, man, there would be a civil war would have already started. I'm not even kidding. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Barack Obama sent the National Guard and the Marines to red states he didn't like to threaten and try to do a show of force to get the red states in line with the military? Can you imagine? I mean, come on. Have you noticed when he said DC was a trial run and then said what cities could be next? He never mentioned New York City. He wasn't there. I think he would. I think he would. I know he mentioned Ohio. Oddly enough, I think I remember that. There were a bunch of cities that he mentioned. What's crazy is that ICE has such a massive budget now, thanks to the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, that they are now if they were a military force, would be the 16th largest military in the world. And they have very low standards of training. Like they're the worst trained federal agents, I believe, in the entire federal enforcement sector. They just raised the hiring age. So like they're like, hey, we need anybody and everybody that is willing to arrest brown people. We'll take you. Please, we'll take you. They want to be in every major city in the country. And they want to normalize all of this stuff that is happening in DC, and it's not good. So, no, it's not fun, but we have to pay attention. We just have to pay attention to these things. I live in a small town in Tennessee, and when any type of protest happens, there is either no one or the protest would only last for an hour. Hey, first of all, if you're in Tennessee, and that is a very red area, primarily,
except for the big cities. That's about, about what I would expect. People, everybody has a different line. Everybody has a different line in the sand. And most people don't feel the need to mobilize until they are being directly impacted by, things changing. So, and the whole thing with like democratic backsliding and increasing authoritarianism is it doesn't happen all at the same time. It doesn't happen all at once. It happens like just, step by step, teeny little step, and everything just gets pushed. And I'm kind of half doing Bernie right now. Everything just gets pushed just a little bit at a time. Okay. Just one little thing. And you're like, should I be mad about this? I'm a little upset, but it's not enough. My day-to-day life has not yet been affected, has not been impacted. Maybe it's something that is going to hurt me 2 years down the line, but who knows? Like the new Medicare cuts, which, by the way, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act was a massive transfer of wealth from the poorest Americans to the richest. In order to give the rich people tax breaks, we cut Medicare access, made it more difficult for people experiencing poverty to get health care, just to make the rich richer. So that's what's happening. Oh, we've got some comments. One thing to keep in mind, be it military, police, or ICE agent, they are just people who are under orders. If they want to keep their job, they have to follow them. Just following orders is a classic conundrum, and it is a classic excuse. I mean, it dates back very famously to World War II, when Nazis were being prosecuted for their crimes, their war crimes. A lot of them, people who were running concentration camps, said the very same thing. I was just following orders. And those orders just happened to be, exterminating Jews. Oh, whoops. The thing is with authoritarians is they don't. First of all, the law is an obstacle. Maybe they'll follow the law. Maybe. But also, they will just change the law. So it's legal. Like in Germany, during World War II, the extermination of the Jews was legal. They weren't breaking any laws because they were the government. They changed the laws. So yeah, those were lawful orders that those people were receiving. That doesn't make it okay. The reason why people in LA are so upset about undocumented immigrants being wantonly snatched up off the streets and disappeared is that just because it's technically legal doesn't mean we're okay with it. Something being legal does not make it ethical or moral. Something being legal does not make it ethical or moral because the laws can be changed to benefit the powers that be. And I'm just slipping into Bernie, just doing it naturally now. I feel like every time I get a little bit upset, I want to do this voice because it's so good at being angry. The voices help. Dang, if only the news could do that. I mean, it would be nice if you're just watching, CNN or Reuters or whatever you watch, and the anchors just start switching voices. I'm not doing that one right now.
Hey, Kermit D. Frog here, reporting live from Washington, D.C., where the National Guard is, for some reason, arresting the homeless and cleaning up the streets. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Hey, they just got Gonzo. He was the first to go. Yeah, he was both living on the street and he is literally an alien. So, it's sad to see you go. Miss Piggy did join ICE. She felt like it was her duty. She's literally a pig, so she joined forces. I don't have a Miss Piggy icon. Kermie! Kermie, come join ICE with me, Kermie! No, Miss Piggy, I can't do that. I don't believe in what you're doing. Come on, Kermie! Let's go get Beaker, Kermie! I'm not gonna do that. Oh, this is all very messed up! Waka waka! Waka waka! Authoritarian takeover! Waka waka! Oh.
One voice that would catch me off guard if I heard it on the news would be Dobby.
You mean Dobby the elf? Please, master. Dobby. Thank you for watching the news. I'm reporting live from inside of this sock as a free elf. I think that's how Dobby talks, isn't it? Maybe you'll look it up.
Mr. Malfoy.
Mr. Malfoy.
I have something of yours.
Mine? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do, sir.
Come on, I just need to hear the voice.
Open it.
Dobby?
Dobby?
Master has given Dobby a sock. Master has given Dobby a sock. Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Free. Dobby is free.
You lost me, my servant!
Perhaps one day, Trump will be so kind to give J.D. Vance a sock of his own and set that little elf free. Master has given Dobby a sock.
We don't know who the ICE agents are, military, feds, citizens, off-duty cops. I mean, ICE is ICE. A bunch of other federal agents have been deputized to serve under ICE. It's like they're doing an all hands on deck type of thing. Like if I was walking from my bedroom through the living room to the kitchen and heard Dobby on the TV reporting the news, I would be paralyzed due to snapping my neck so fast towards the TV.
I think we just need to... News watches are declining very quickly. Cable news. Everyone just uses TikTok now. Maybe what they need to do is use Dobby to save the news. Save the news. Use Dobby. Dobby needs a job. Dobby's a free elf, but they didn't tell Dobby how hard it is to get a job in the year 2025. Dobby has been applying for so many things. But Dobby thinks he would make a great newscaster. Please hire Dobby. Please DC, please Fox News even. Dobby will happily work for Fox News. Oh, the demon rats. Oh, the demon rats are so bad, they're going to destroy America. Liberal cities are the scourge of the earth. Please, can we exterminate all of them? Oh, Dobby will get a job at ICE. Dobby will arrest all of the Browns. If you're brown, you're going down, says Dobby. Oh, dark days. Dark, dark days.
Oh, insanity. Ice would disappear, Dobby.
Dobby is magic. Dobby dares Ice to try. Dobby would Avada Kedavra you so quick.
Actually, don't even know. Can elves don't need wands because they're just like they're real magic, right? Elves don't need wands. So they don't even need to cast spells. I think they just like they think it, right? They're just real magical. How did we get on to Dobby? I didn't do this. This has gone off the rails. This has gone off the rails entirely. What else we want to talk about? Voodoo dolls are a thing. I think we need to make one for certain people.
I will not encourage nor discourage you from doing such things.
V is for voodoo doll. Oh, you could just do a little pokey. Just a little poke. Just a little poke, maybe a little burn. Maybe teach him a lesson. Or her. We don't know. Lots of bad people. A joke, don't wish bad on anyone. Except if you're doing bad things to good people.
You know, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure W spent the last few years painting George Bush. You want to know what I've been up to? It's this. Look at all these. Oh, yeah, look at this. It almost looks like Ben Schwartz. This one right here. Who else you got? I don't even know who this guy is. But I painted him. Painted his face. He's got what's it called? Where you have the two different eyes. He's bi-odual. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, the technical term. Oh, look at this guy, Vladimir. One of my favorite enemy friends. My frenemies. Friends. I swear there's a term where you put those two things together. He was my best. We'll just keep cooking. Just keep cooking. I'm in the kitchen. I'm going to cook on this. It's there. I'm just going to stir it up. Stir it up. Maybe I should get into that. Be a chef. Chef Dub. Chef W. That'd be real fun. Make some good dishes. Make some hot sauces. Nuclear hot. In a friend. Fremini. That's it. That might be it right there. Fremini. Your friendship. Your enemy ship. You're my best enemy friend. It's almost there. Come on, writing team. We just gotta keep it up. We'll get there. Who's this? Is it Bruce Willis? Actually, really, why is he's just, oh, he painted his dad. That's cute. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, look at this self-portrait. Huh. I think he made himself a little more handsome than he is in real life. But I suppose if I was a painter, I'd do the same thing. Who are these people that he's painting? I mean, I feel like, you know, oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at that puppy painting. It's a pretty good puppy. No puppy left behind. Real quick, on a semi-serious note from me, I pissed off a spirit that's in my house so bad it slammed the door behind me after I went number 2. Oh. It must have been really bad. That's... sounds like a you problem. Do you actually know who this is? If I don't tell you, can you identify the person on the screen? I'm just curious. Yeah, Geralt. Yen. I feel like his entire voice, his entire persona is just this. You need to exercise. You need to exercise the scent after you exercised your bowels. So then you can avoid exercising a demon. Whew. You know, news is pretty crazy. I feel like we covered most of the main stories right now. What's interesting is, all of this, I chose the perfect character to say this. I feel like all this is a big distraction from, you know what it's a distraction from? The fact that he's probably in the Epstein files. I mean, when I say probably, I mean definitely. Like knows like, right? And Herbert knows. Absolutely. He absolutely knows. Game knows game. Dude, he's all over the Epstein files. No doubt about that. Dude, we can get rid of this for a second. Because, we're not looking at it. You know, this has been a pretty fun test run of, this new little format. No Reddit comments. This is just kind of freewheeling and we're just having a good time. Just trying to take in the news with a spoonful of sugar. And it was nice being able to show you things on screen. This is really just doom scrolling. But I had a pretty good time. Did this instead of a gaming stream tonight. And I still will do a gaming stream. We're gonna be back. Doing Reddit stuff on Tuesday. I heard about Frankenstein rabbits yet? Is that a thing? What is a Frankenstein rabbit? I have no idea what that is. Frankenstein bunnies. Hold on. You just hold on. Just a minute. Okay. This. Rabbits with horns in Colorado are being called Frankenstein bunnies. Okay, I already hate that. Let's see.
Just as much as people. They're often spotted hopping through neighborhoods looking for grub. But some southeast Fort Collins neighbors noticed bunnies were cute. Wasn't exactly the word that came to mind. I snapped this photo of one of the rabbits I've seen with the growth. I also saw this photo posted on Reddit, also spotted in Fort Collins.
Excuse me?
Scabbyish
What?
looking kind of.
What was that? Hold on.
Reddit,
We need to
also
hold.
spotted
Oh
its
my goodness!
growth.
What is going
I
on?
also saw this photo
Oh
posted
no!
on Reddit,
This
also
is.
spotted in
Oh,
Fort
that is a
Collins.
nightmare. That is a nightmare creature.
Scabbyish
Oh, what is wrong with that
looking
poor
kind
guy? I mean, listen. I'm
growth
feeling.
over
I'm
her
having a
face.
lot of
Looks
thoughts.
like it was black.
I'm having a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings.
Black
Hold on, if you're watching on
toothpicks
Twitch, I'm sorry.
sticking out all around his mouth.
Yo, no, I do not like anything about that.
He had
Get
the
that
same
Stranger Things
black stuff
looking
on him, and I thought he
creature
would die off during the winter, but he
out of my
didn't. He
life.
came back a second
I regret
year,
saying it.
And it grew.
Oh man.
Yes, I
Why
have.
is this
Feel bad
happening?
for our tiny neighbors.
If they have,
I don't like this. Zombie rabbits? No.
Colorado Parks and
No,
Wildlife
not today.
confirms this is a virus that's not contagious to other animals. Like
It's a
people's
virus? What
dogs,
kind of virus?
But they say leave
looks
this
like the
wildlife
Last of
alone,
Us virus.
like you would with any of the neighborhood bunnies.
No, get out of here. Get these clicker-looking creatures. Oh no, 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 no. You know,
William, can I talk to you?
Whoa! I'd like to be I'd like to be transported to a universe where this doesn't exist. Where this doesn't exist. That is an absolute actual nightmare. Oh man. Yo, no. Why? Why is this happening, really? Mostly harmless. Not harmless to my sense of well-being. Not harmless to how anchored I am to this reality. Oh, geez. Wart-like growths that protrude from their faces like No! Oh, geez. I mean, I feel bad for these guys. Oh, man, look, you're so cute. You're so cute, but wow. Papilloma virus? Oh, man. Am I gonna regret this? Am I gonna regret looking this up? Hellbender salamander. Okay, that's not that bad. Listen, it's just it's a salamander. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, look at that. That's fine. That, totally cool. This? Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Hey. Hey, you know, I think you should respectfully douse it in flames. I mean, that's just really, that is a horror show of an animal. I mean, just put it out of its misery, honestly. Or cure it. Fix it. Cure it. I mean, I guess if it's healthy, let it be. But man, don't make me look at it. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm just really sick of looking at that too. That's really just that is a horror show. I regret knowing that exists. These Stranger Things looking monsters. Oh, this is a Lovecraftian looking rabbit, man. Oh boy, jeez. Well, it's crazy that we started with, an authoritarian takeover of the United States government, and this is the scariest thing that I've seen. Oh boy, jeez. Well, it's been real fun doom scrolling with you guys. I think we had a decent time. I had a pretty fun time. We're gonna be back on Tuesday with the Reddit show.
reading some crazy Reddit comments. And, you know, just gonna keep this thing on trucking. This is fun. I hope y'all have a great night. I will see you on the next one. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. I know it was very late, but, yeah. See you soon. Peace.